Hi everyone. So welcome to the Starknet Basecamp, organized by H.E.R, and more especially three people, included Charlotte and I. Um, oh, so like I said, we are three. Charlotte, probably if you want to introduce yourself first.
Hello everyone, my name is Charlotte. I'm in the Starknet ecosystem, and actually my journey in this ecosystem started here at the MOO. So last year during MOO Chiang Mai, they organized a Cairo bootcamp. Danilo from Kakarot and also from the MOO started the bootcamp. And yes, I had the chance to learn about Cairo for 6 weeks. And at the end of it, I started doing my first contribution to the ecosystem, starting to make my first income as a developer. So this year, I'm super happy to be one of the mentor of the bootcamp. And I hope that some of you will have the chance to have similar opportunity to the one I had last year.
Thank you, Charlotte. So about me, sorry. I really enter into the Starknet ecosystem on January, but before I participate to different meetup and conference. So the first one was with Starkware Station. So about Starkware Station, it was the first big conference organized at Tel Aviv, and I don't know if they going to do the same thing again. But it was just a big gathering of the Starknet ecosystem, and some like the journey of some people starting here. It was a bit my case. Yeah, I participate to a different meetup, and a lot of friends are into the Starknet ecosystem, and I really like the vibe of the developer community there. And yeah, so right now I'm one of the Starknet France lead, following my first involvement in it. So we have as well Carlos. So Carlos is not here on site, but he's gonna provide a special workshop related to scalpel stock. So I know if you remember, they're already done speedrun Ethereum with scalpel hits. So right now we're gonna switch with scalpel stock, and the exercise is the same, but just it's in Cairo. So about the Basecamp, like we said, it's an H.E.R initiative. So the goal behind that is to onboard developer to Starknet. So regarding the formats, we will have 5-day courses here. So from 2 p.m. To 5 p.m. or less, that depends of our efficiency, you know. At this time, sometimes we're gonna have like a quiz and test on the during the session. So you're gonna be able to test yourself, and a couple of homework if you want to be certified and get an official Starknet certification just after the Basecamp. Like it's one of the requirements to attend a Starknet hackathons. So don't forget this to do like to participate in it. And every time we're gonna have like a 30-minute break because it's important between sessions to do it. Don't forget to join H.E.R Coding Club and our YouTube channel to see all of the work organization. And join one of Starknet on Telegram, because on this group you can get some support during your homework and stuff like that. And yeah. Right now about the session, so Charlotte will lead this.
So we will have 5 different sessions during this week. So all of the sessions will happen here in full space, some on this main stage and some downstairs in the classroom. So we will every day let you know where the session is going to happen. So today we have the Discovery Day. We will be talking about ecosystem, and we will also be showing some application on Starknet. It's more like what exists, what happens, like how the ecosystem is doing, and where you can maybe fit in. Then we will have the second day tomorrow will be more like about Starknet, and we will cover the fundamentals and also the architecture, and more precisely the architecture. And then on the third day, so Wednesday, we will have a coding day. So that day is going to be more hands-on. So after covering the fundamentals, we will deep dive in Cairo, the language in Starknet. And we will also dive into the smart contracts. So those sessions will be a bit more hands-on, a bit more coding. And yes, on Thursday, we will have gaming day with Dojo. So we have a lot of coding, a lot of gaming and Dojo people in the house. So that's going to be cool. So Dojo is going to lead a gaming day and introduce you to gaming in Starknet and on-chain gaming. And then finally, on Friday, we will have an open source day. So in collaboration with OnlyDust, we will have OnlyDust hackathon, where you will have the opportunity to contribute to open source projects and gain some rewards. So yes, that's how I personally started my journey in the ecosystem. So I'm super excited to tell you more about how to do that as well and to help you get started on Friday.
Thank you, Charlotte. So right now, we're gonna talk about your journey. So first, the first step is related to the Basecamp. So the first thing that you're gonna do during this week to learn Cairo and Starknet smart contracts. The second one is related to practice. So thanks to the Basecamp, you will be able to cover Node Guardian quests and complete Starklinks. So Starklinks, it's just a way to compile contracts without need to install everything. And it's a great way to start writing your first smart contract there. Only does hackathon, so it's not really an hackathon. Hello? 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 Hello. It's probably too much, no? Could you use well? Okay. Yeah, it's another level of noise. So yeah, the third initiative is related to the Anidos hackathon. So it's gonna start from 25 until 5 November, something like that. And the goal, yes, it's not really an hackathon. In fact, it's like just contributing to open source projects by resolving a few issues on GitHub. It's a great thing if you want to get involved into the Starknet ecosystem and get rewarded for that. So we will showcase a special day about it. Is it too noisy for you online? Let me know. All good. Okay, thank you, Sophia. The other thing is related to the Starknet Online Hackathon. So, in partnership with Open Build, we have extended the deadline to build the projects and be eligible for this pool prize. So, 20,000 in pool prize to win until next week. And the last thing is related to the Starknet H.E.R at Denver. So the application are close related to DEFCON and India, but they gonna open another application, especially for Denver, and you need to get your certification and complete Starknet for that. So that's why we are here. Like that, you will be ready. So what about the graduation? So we have three things, three types of graduation, certification. The first one is related to attendee. So if you are just here to attend live class, the graduate degree. So you need to have a score up to more than 50 points, 50% of points. And the last one is the best one. You need to have 80% of total points and be there at least 50% of the live class. So for the scoring system, like I said before, we have different pop-up quiz and tests that's gonna be run during session, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have all the quiz and tests, in fact. And you can complete Starknet to get 20 extra points and not Guardian as well. So for 10 extra points per quest. And I'm gonna show you what is this thing just after this info. That's it. So yeah, I will talk right now about the ecosystem part. So I will not reintroduce me, but I want to showcase that Starknet is one of the biggest developer community, and in fact for this one, compared to the ecosystem, so the number is pretty high. And it was in 2023. Let's see in 2024, but everyone is keep building, in fact. And some developers created initiative like the Cargo book and stuff like that to continue pushing builders to build. And I want just to do a quick introduction because people sometimes make a confusion between this thing. So like whole ecosystem, in fact, we have the labs, we have the foundation, and we have the blockchain. So the labs behind that is in fact Starkware. So Starkware created the Cairo programming language. StarkX is one of the products created by Starkware as well, more for specific application. So like Sora, for example, if you know that. And Starknet is the blockchain that is permissionless, so everyone can interact and build on it. And the last one is the Starknet Foundation. So it's like the Ethereum Foundation, but it's in Starknet. And in fact, Starknet Foundation is here to lead education. And like for example, well, this Basecamp thanks to the support of the Starknet Foundation because it's related to the education stuff. So, all good? Do you have any question? That's fine. If you see any question, let me know. Okay, so right now I'm gonna take a look at the steps to start with the Starknet ecosystem. So the first one is to show up during meetup, not meetup, Starknet events in general, sorry, to learn about Starknet, discover the Starknet culture because it's a bit different compared to other ecosystem, and meet inspiring people. So every time we have great speakers with a great topic and really niche topic. Especially in cryptography, we are one of the best, I guess. So for that, in terms of events, we have, for example, the Basecamp, the only just hackathon. So we're gonna do the both, Basecamp and H.E.R. So only just hackathon. Every time we say H.E.R, but we forgot that we need to say only those. Yeah. Another thing you can drop by these two events during DevCon. So for the Hacker House, we're gonna have like 50 to 100 builders. Yes, at this time. And in fact, when you want to participate in a Hacker House, you need to have a project that you're gonna push after the Hacker House. So it's not just make an hackathon and get bounty. It's really focus on building things that you're gonna continue after that. And we have as well the Stark space, so it will be 1 week of Starknet space into Banker, so you can register, get the calendar. In fact, all events related to the Stark space are here. If you scan the QR code, and you can start, yes, register to that. And there are like a few meetups, a few yoga session. Yes, we are a big fan of yoga session. Charlotte Yoga, voilà. And yeah, so after that, after short two events, you have to learn to start learning about Starknet through like Basecamp, Starknet Node Guardian, Starknet by example, Carol Books, Starknet AI Agent, Scarpa and Speedrun Ethereum, so I will talk about it just after. And we have, in fact, inside Starknet, we have our own developer community, developer resources. It's quite space like it's quite specific compared to other ecosystem. Like we have our own branding on Starknet. So the first thing is you can take a look at Basecamp Hub. So inside this Basecamp Hub, you can follow, in fact, the Basecamps that we're gonna do, but in different language. It's cool. And after that, after this Basecamp, you have also the opportunity to learn to create your own Basecamp as well. If you are graduated. The other resource is Starknet. So like I said, it's just you can compile your contract without using setting your environments. So it's quite cool, and it's a mandatory thing if you want to enter into a Starknet Hacker House, and if you want to get the cum laude certification. Sorry, I was looking for the word. Another great resource is Node Guardian, so it's like a CTF. I know a couple of people here already done it. We have different type of quests, and sometimes it's related to security, if I'm not wrong. And you can in fact complete a few quests there if you want to get 10 extra points. And as well, it's a good thing because it's a CTF, and you can learn a lot of things by doing that. Probably you want to do it.
So yes, Node Guardian is a very good resource to learn how to code. So you have different type of quests, like you can have some coding quests. So like the previous resource, Starknet, that Shami, that is in the room, first created. So this version is the second version. Yes, it's very good to start from zero. Like the exercises are super basic, so you can like pick up the language and start learning slowly, step by step, with exercises on all the easy programming aspect of the language. And once you are completed, once you're done with Starklinks, you can move to Node Guardian, where you will have quests about coding that are a bit more complicated. So it's a bit more logic, it's a bit harder. So they actually have a new quest that is easier. So before they only had like more complicated file requests. So there is a new one that is actually more easy, but they have more complicated things. And then they also have smart contracts quests, where you have to find vulnerabilities in smart contract, and you have to try to exploit those vulnerabilities. And once you manage to crack when you manage to crack in, you succeed the quest. So we will have actually hands-on session about Starklinks and also about Node Guardians during the week. So yes, please join, it's very fun.
Merci Charlotte. Yes, Starknet by example. So we're gonna take a look at it as well on Wednesday, especially to take a look at different type of contracts that we can use. The Cairo book, so it was, sorry, created by the community. So how it's possible? It's possible through Onidos to create your own project, and you can gather a lot of people. And it was sponsored by Starknet Foundation and Starkware. I don't remember. And like with the full price of 30,000 was attributed like yes attributed to the people involved in it. So only thus is really like an accelerator of projects if you want to run something like Cairo book on other stuff. Yeah. Starknet agent is just basically the ChatGPT, but on Cairo, so the Cairo GPT. It's still on the test, actually, but it's run pretty well. Sometimes you just need to really explain what you want, but that's fine. It's useful. Oops. Another way to learn is Scalpel Stack. So you can create your first DApp using Scalpel Stack. It's quite easy. And another thing is speedrun stack. So like I said before, a lot of people is there already do the same thing, but on Ethereum. And right now you can do that, but on Starknet as well. So we're gonna have a special challenge during this week until in fact during 2 weeks. A full price of 5,000 H.E.R cap will be available to people who complete all challenges. So it's an international competition. But you can still compete and get rewarded with this full price if you are participating in it. The step 3. So join the Honeydos Hackathon. So in fact, like I said, every time is contribute learn and earn. Why? Because you contribute through with completing a few issues on open source project on GitHub. You can learn because during the process, during when you want to resolve an issue, you will learn a lot of things and come back to Cairo book and stuff like that, just to make everything in practice. And to earn so many team and fellowship job opportunities, money because you can get rewarded with only the hackathon, like hackathon. In fact, only just selected a few projects that gonna reward people inside the community who participate in the hackathon. You can earn a team because a few projects, like for example, Kakarot, has been created by this way. They created a team thanks to Anidas. And you can also earn fellowship job opportunities like Netherlands internship program. So I know a few people there are really involved inside this Netherlands internship program. And the goal behind that is to be pass as a full time inside Netherlands. Early does has as well some fast track access, in fact, with Ethereum Foundation and Lambda class. So if you want to participate, for example, to the Ethereum Protocol Fellowship Program, only does will fast track you because you are like qualitatives if you are doing already something on Onidus. You want to do to share something?
Yes, so I can I can give you advices if you want. So if you want to start your journey in Web3 as a developer and get your first job or starting making money, Only is, in my opinion, one of the best way to do it. because you can actually start making money without having your first job. So it can be a step between your first job and your starting point. So in my opinion, that's a very good little buffer that will help you sustain yourself while you're looking for a job, while you will actually learn as well. And yeah, that's a very good project. So we will have a full day that will be about them. So yeah, come if you feel attracted to how to get a job in Web3 as a dev, then Fridays for you.
Merci Charlotte. So yeah, we already talked about honeydews, but if you want to, you're looking for a job or an extra compensation with your current job, don't hesitate to take a look at honeydews. And like said Charlotte, we will have a specific day related to honeydews, so no worries. In fact, you can do the onboarding in 2 minutes. Just go to the app.honeydews.com, connect your GitHub, create your profile in 2 minutes, like what is your perfect max, your stack and stuff like that. Go through project, take a look at it, start contributing, especially during hackathon, and get rewards. So it's going to be like 50 to 500, that depends on the gear to do. Request. And yes, right now you can already register for the H.E.R if you want to contribute. And yes, I don't know. Yes, feel free to register here. We have a couple of issues that we already reserved for the community, because in fact, when an issue is revealed, some people already target this issue. So that's why we prefer reserve a few issues for the community to be sure people can get it and progress. So, for example, it's one of the projects, speedrun and scalpel staff. You can participate in it and get reward for that. Sorry. One of the last step, like we have another step, but the most important is to build your own career. Thanks to what we have said just before. So you can do it after hackathon. So like I said, when you are going to a Starknet hackathons, you have to already have a great idea and to push it. And the goal is to create startup just after the hackathon. Or you can continue to contribute on honeydews and get a job like that after that. Not the last step, but a great step if you want to start doing your projects. So it's pretty easy to get the first one. So the seed grants program, the seed grants up to 25,000. It's a great accelerator for your project, especially if you are 2 or 3. And after you have a more mature project, you can switch by asking for a growth grant up to 1 million, especially on DeFi and gaming side. So don't hesitate to go to this link. The last 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks ago, in fact, Argent just released this news. So it's a big news for the Starknet ecosystem, because right now we are on Telegram. So Telegram is a great way to accelerate your project, to reach out the 1 billion user. We have a lot of users on Telegram. And Argent just created a special SDK to create your own mini application on Telegram. And right now, they will select 20 projects to grant it for 1 million profiles, and something like that. Yeah, if you are more focused on social stuff, it's a good thing for you if you want to create any Telegram application and get incubated by agents. Another thing is more related to user side, but in fact, it's important to be builder, but also user, because you can build if you don't understand what is the current ecosystem, and try different applications. So we're gonna do this thing just like in 1 hour, something like that. I will show you a lot of application and how to use it. And in fact, um, if like 40 million of H.E.R. Are still available through this program that will be run probably until December or more. I don't remember the exact deadline. But yeah, you're gonna just get a lot of H.E.R. by this way. And the last step is to get involved to the Starknet governance. So because as builders, as a user that is advanced, it's important to have your voice inside the ecosystem. And for that, like 1 month ago, we done our first voting proposal inside the governance. And right now we're gonna have more proposal. So don't hesitate to take a look at it and start participating in the governance. It's really, really important. And the H.E.R. token is also a governance token. So it's the end. So in general, people come for tech and stay for the community. And when a dev joins the community, it stays because it's like a family. And like I said before, we have our own network, our own branding, our own events compared to several ecosystem. So everything related to that allows Starknet to do great things with its community. And yeah, the secret behind that is more related to Anidust, I think. Anidust has been one of the accelerator of the developer community. And I know a few ecosystems try to do the same, but is not really successful for the moment. It's a couple of people that you can follow to just have an overview of the news inside the ecosystem, and just scroll on Twitter and take a look at this news. It will be useful for you just to get more familiar for that. And voila, welcome to Starknet. Yes. Oh, so we have finished 15 minutes before the end. So you have a break of 45 minutes.
I will just answer one question from the chat. So someone asked if this program is beginner friendly, and yes, it is. So we will have overview on conceptual things, so concepts of the blockchain as well as programming, and we will start from zero. So you can join as a beginner. And maybe the programming classes will be a little complicated for you because we will consider that some concepts are already familiar, but you can definitely join for the fundamentals classes and from the architecture classes, and then the coding, you can also give it a try because we will start from the beginning. So yes, for those who attended, you can come to us and we will give you a voucher to get a free drink at the coffee downstairs. And yes, we will have a little coffee break all together. Yes, that's gonna be like that every day, so get used to it.
and see you at third. On dit 3h30.
3:30.
3:30. 30. We're gonna start with a live demo of applications. So I will showcase something like 15 to 20 applications that are related to Starknet and useful for you. It's important to have the view of what happens inside the ecosystem, to have idea and don't reproduce the same that already exists. So yeah, see you. Yeah, it's a break, Claire. Ah. Is it okay online for a break of voila? It's quite it's A, not taker. Okay.
Avant que le décorateur arrive.
Yes.